Good morning, everyone. Today we continue with the chapter Fractions and Decimals. Do you know what is reciprocal of a number? If product of two numbers is 1, then the two numbers are called reciprocal of each other. For example, if we multiply 2 by 1 upon 2, 2 and 2 will get cancelled and the result comes 1. So the two numbers here are 2 and 1 upon 2 whose product is 1. That is why 1 upon 2 and 2 are called reciprocal of each other. Let us take another example. 3 upon 4. So by which number it should be multiplied to get 1? It is 4 upon 3, because 4 will cancel with 4 and 3 with 3, and we get the product as 1. So here the two numbers whose product is 1 are 3 upon 4 and 4 upon 3. So therefore 3 upon 4 and 4 upon 3 here are reciprocal of each other. So in general we can say reciprocal of any number a will be 1 upon a. For example, 2 is a, so its reciprocal will be 1 upon 2. And if it is 1 upon 2, so 1 upon 1 by 2, that will come 2. So just remember that reciprocal of any number a we can get by writing 1 upon a. Now in the previous turn you studied about multiplication of fractions. Today let us learn about division of fractions. That means one fraction divided by another fraction. You know a fraction already has numerator and denominator in it, right? So n denotes numerator here and d denotes denominator. So you know n for numerator, learn one more n, that means never changes. So numerator never changes in division of fractions and denominator does change. So d for denominator does change and it gets actually reciprocated. Now how it happens, I will show you here by example. Suppose we have one fraction a upon b divided by another fraction c upon d. So this whole divided by this whole, so this whole becomes numerator and this whole becomes denominator. So numerator does not change. I have told you numerator never changes. So a upon b numerator will remain as it is, and denominator, since it is dividing the numerator, so when we write the reverse operator multiplication, here it was division, now we are writing it as multiplication, so the denominator will also get reciprocated. So it will become, in place of c upon d, it will become d upon c. So when the operator changes from division to multiplication, the fraction in the denominator also gets reciprocated. Now let us take another example. Here numerator is not a fraction, but denominator is a fraction. So numerator never changes whether it is a fraction and not a fraction, so you don't have to worry about it. Write numerator as it is. So a we will write as a only, and denominator, when gets converted from division to multiplication, it will get reciprocated. So A multiplied by C by B. Now another case, here numerator is a fraction but denominator is not a fraction. So no need to worry about numerator whether it is a fraction or not, but denominator should be a fraction. In case numerator is a fraction, denominator should also be made a fraction. So how to make C a fraction? We can write C as C upon 1. So now it is also converted into a fraction. So numerator, as you know, does not change. So A upon B will remain A upon B, and this division when gets converted into multiplication, so it will get reciprocated, so it will be 1 upon C. So I've told you all the cases when there is fraction divided by fraction, or a number divided by fraction, or fraction divided by a number. So remember that numerator will not change, but denominator when multiplied will get reciprocated. Now let us take a few examples here. 2 upon 5 divided by 4. So this is divided, so this is numerator, and this is dividing, so this is denominator. Now since denominator is not a fraction, we will make it a fraction. So we will make a 4 as a 4 upon 1. So this is numerator, it is not going to change, and denominator will get reciprocated once division converts into multiplication. So multiplied by 1 by 4, and we can simplify here to get the answer as 1 upon 10. You must have learned this simplification in multiplication. All the numbers in numerator can get cancelled with any number in the denominator. So either this way or this way, any way it can get cancelled. Now let us take another example. 1 whole number 1 by 5 divided by 3 whole number 1 by 2. Here both are mixed fractions. So whenever you have mixed fraction somewhere, you convert that into simple fraction. So we will convert this into simple fractions. 6 upon 5 divided by 7 upon 2. So 6 upon 5 is in the numerator, will be written as it is, and 7 by 2 will write as 2 upon 7, which comes, since nothing gets cancelled here, the 6 2s are 12 and 5 7s are 35. Now open your book, exercise number 2.4. Question number 1, first part. We have to find reciprocal of 3 upon 7. So I have told you reciprocal of A is 1 upon A. So consider this as A, this 3 upon 7 as A. So its reciprocal is 1 upon A. Now numerator is 1, it will be written as it is, and denominator when comes into multiplication, it will get reciprocated, so 7 upon 3. When we simplify, we get 7 upon 3 as answer. Question number 2, second part. Evaluate 5 divided by 3 whole number 4 upon 7. Now here we have a mixed fraction, we'll convert that into simple fraction. Numerator we don't need to worry about, so 5 will remain 5 only. Denominator, when we change division into multiplication, it will be reciprocal of the denominator, that is 7 upon 25. We simplify here and we get 7 upon 5. But never leave your answer in improper fraction. You must convert into mixed fraction whenever you get improper fraction. So the final answer is 1 whole number 2 upon 5. Fourth part, evaluate. Now here both numerator and denominator are mixed fractions. So let us convert them into simple fractions. So 21 upon 8 divided by 7 upon 6. So numerator is 21 by 8 will be written as it is, and this division converts into multiplication, and this denominator gets reciprocated. The 6 by 7 will simplify and bring it to the lowest terms. So it comes 9 upon 4, which is improper fraction. So we'll convert into mixed fraction. So the answer is 2 whole number 1 upon 4. Now read question number 3. It is a problem sum. So read the problem and then pay attention here. In this question, total length of cloth is given 77 whole number 1 upon 2 meter, and length of it is cut into pieces, and length of one piece is a 5 whole number 1 upon 6 meter. So this total length is cut into pieces of this length. So you have to find the number of pieces cut. So we'll divide the total length divided by length of each piece or one piece. Now here it is division of fractions and both are mixed fractions. We'll convert into simple fractions. So this comes 155 by 2 and this comes 31 upon 6. So now this is numerator, we'll write as it is. Division we'll write as multiplication, and this gets reciprocated. So 6 upon 31. We'll simplify 2 with 6. 2 3s are 6. Now this 31 number is a prime number. So sometimes you may get a number whose table you don't know. So you have to be careful about such numbers, and you must also find its multiple in the numerator or denominator. 31, how many times it will go into 155? So you can guess it by multiplying by 1. So 1 multiplied by what gets you 5. So 5 ones are 5. So you can check it. 31 multiplied by 5 should be 155, but this you should check in rough and then only apply it. So about prime numbers, you don't need to remember the table, but you can guess the numbers like this. So 5 3s are 15. Total number of pieces cut are 15. Read question number 4 and then look here. By what number 4 whole number 7 upon 8 should be multiplied to get 87 3 upon 4? So let the number which multiplies this number is x. So 4 whole number 7 upon 8 multiplied by x equal to this. Now to find x, you have learnt in linear equation, we'll shift this to the other side and its sign gets reversed. so it is multiply here. When it goes other side, it will divide. So 87 whole 3 by 4 divided by 4 whole number 7 upon 8. Both are mixed fractions, so we'll convert them into simple fractions, and then this changes into multiplication and this gets reciprocated. Now here again we simplify to the lowest terms and we get 18 as the final answer. Read question number 6 now. Here in this question, cost of 5 whole number 1 upon 4 kg apples is given rupees 336. So you have to find the cost of per kg apple, that means 1 kg apple. So cost of 1 kg apples you will get by unitary method this divided by this. This you have learnt in unitary method. So 336 divided by 5 whole number 1 upon 4. So here again it comes division of fractions. So numerator is 336, write as it is, and then division converts into multiplication and this gets reciprocated. So we cancel out whatever is getting cancelled and finally we get 64, and since it is the price of 1 kg apple which is given in rupees, so rupees 64 is the final answer. Question number 7 now. Read the question. Area of a rectangle is given 68 whole number 3 by 4 meter square and length is given 12 whole number 1 by 2 meter, and you have to find breadth of the rectangle. You know area of rectangle is length into breadth. You know this formula. So in place of area we put the area given, and in place of length we put the length given, and both are in meter. This is meter square and this is meter, so units are also matching, and we have to find the breadth. Now to find breadth we have to shift this to the other side, so it is multiplying here. When it goes other side it will divide. So b equal to this divided by this. Now both are mixed fractions, convert into simple fractions, and then numerator is 275 by 4, write as it is, multiplied by reciprocal of this, that is 2 upon 25. Now we simplify here and we get 11 upon 2, which is improper fraction. We'll convert this into mixed fraction. So this comes 5 whole number 1 upon 2 meter. The breadth of rectangle is 5 whole 1 by 2 meter. That is the final answer. Question number 9. Read the question. It says 2 by 3 work can be completed in 2 hours. So why I have written 2 hours first and part of the work later? Because they are asking part of the work done in 1 by 4 hours. So time is given twice, so we'll take it first. That is the rule of unitary method. So part of homework completed in 2 hours is 2 by 3. So by unitary method, part of homework completed in 1 hour will be this divided by this. So 2 upon 3 whole upon 2. You don't have to simplify here. just leave as it is. Now part of homework completed in 1 whole number 1 by 4 hours, what they are asking. So this 2 by 3 whole upon 2 multiplied by 1 upon 4. Now this whole calculation we have to simplify. So understand, here it is a case of division of fractions where denominator is not a fraction. So you have learnt earlier, whenever denominator is not a fraction, we make it a fraction. So 2 we can write as 2 upon 1 multiplied by 5 by 4, and numerator will not change and denominator gets reciprocated once it is written in multiplication, multiplied by 5 by 4. So we cancel out whatever is getting cancelled. So finally we get 5 by 12 as the final answer. Now the questions done and shown in the video today is your classwork. You will do them after understanding by putting the heading classwork, and homework I'll be posting separately. Thank you.